Hello, this is my big green head. If it looks familiar to you, that's because it was inspired by the Headspace skin for Windows Media Player, released in 2001 alongside Windows XP. Designed by Carolyn Farino, who also designed the Optic and Toothy skin. Back then, this skin was my primary vehicle for consuming all manner of MP3s, AMVs, or whatever else I'd find on the World Wide Web. Isn't that right, pre-9/11 Luke the Maker? So really, this is a mini computer and a touchscreen crammed into a box shaped like a head. I use Winamp to pick up the audio input and pass that through to the visualizer. I have a little microphone back here. It's actually super easy to do. So this is sort of the default mode. I just had this running in big screen, reacting to stuff happening down here in the basement. You find some are more reactive. Whoa! There we go. I know what you're thinking, running Winamp on a Windows Media Player skin, but let's be honest, there's really only one media player.
It's the llama's ass.
And also this input thing is way easier on Winamp versus Media Player. This is using Milk Drop 2, by the way. So I have it connected to my home theater system over there. I won't show you now, but it's kind of a wreck on account of the head. But anyway, the buttons are up here. I got the button layout from the skin, so if it seems a little obtuse, that's what it is. So it's got like a previous and next track, and it pops up and shows it just like the good old days there. Also stop, play, and this one over here is the setting button, but I had it set to be, it changes the visualizer. This is the visualizer button. And you're not gonna believe what the ears do. Nothing, they don't do anything. I didn't think that far ahead. One cool thing about the head is that it's wireless, so you can take it anywhere. Take him to the park. Take him for a drive. Take him to the bedroom. So before I flip this over, I want you guys to know that when I make stuff for myself and I know it's going to be mounted or up against a wall or whatever, I don't tend to give any consideration to this side of it because I don't feel a need. If it's just one, it's just for me. I'm not gonna make it all fancy. So that is an excuse for how gnarly it looks back here. So use it as inspiration, okay? When you see this, don't think, ugh, ugly. Think anybody can do it. Starting from the top, we have some arcade buttons here. They're just generic SandWalk type buttons. They're going into an Arduino Pro Micro that's just converting those into the playback controls for Winamp. So what we have is a mini computer here. This is complete overkill for this project. As soon as I can find a super cheap replacement that can run a friggin' visualizer, this is going to be put to more use. So here we have the monitor controls for the brightness and whatnot. There's the driver board just kind of floating around in there. I currently have a USB hub connected that holds the microphone as well as the keyboard dongle. Yeah, it's mounted to the monitor with a command strip, you know, about as secure as it gets, I'd say. A good old 3M command strip. Also, it's powered by this. This is the juice. This is the Anchor battery that I use to power the whole thing. It plugs in over here. And just sits down in the chin area. I'm not making the files to this one available as I did so much after printing I wouldn't know where to begin telling you where to begin. But I do want to see other heads, so if you decide to try to make a head, let me know in the comments.